Hello, seniors, class of 2021, family and friends. Welcome to the Pforzheimer House Celebration of the class of 2021. I'm John Durant, I'm one of the faculty deans.
I'm Ann Harrington, I'm the other faculty dean, and let me start by saying the obvious, which is that we wish that we could be doing this in person. And let me start again by saying something else that's obvious, which is that we know this has been a senior year different from the year that you planned and expected and hoped for. We all had to throw out the playbook and find different ways to build community, stay connected, try to spoil all of you, whether it be by buying a VR system so you could travel far and wide when you actually were in your dorm rooms, or making our open houses into care packages and sending them to you in the mail. Some of you were on campus, some of you were nearby, some of you were far away. But now we're all together, even if in this virtual form, and we want to suggest that it's time to set aside any lingering regrets and celebrate the fact that we're here. And some things don't change. Our pride in all of you, our sense of excitement about what the future might hold for all of you, our sense of affection as we think about the fact that we now need to say goodbye to all of you. And all of these feelings aren't just our feelings. We know that either sitting beside you or somewhere on a Zoom call far away, there are parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, step-parents, friends, all sorts of folks who better than anyone else know just what it took for you to get to this point. So before we go any further with this event, we would like to ask each and every one of you, wherever you are, to look over at the sibling, the parent, the aunt, the uncle, the friend sitting next to you, or in that Zoom box, or on the YouTube chat with you, and give them a high five, give them a thumbs up. One way or another, let them know how much you appreciate them, especially on this special day.
So we're going to have something special for you now. We have about an hour's ceremony to go through. We hope you'll stay with us, and we'll see you all again at the other side.
The sun rises over the quad lawn, a blissful paradise for young polar bears.
Normal programming has been suspended.
Good afternoon from Cambridge, Massachusetts. This just in. It seems that the seniors of Pforzheimer House have done it. Against all odds and in the midst of a global pandemic, this group has come out on top. Truly an inspirational story. Let's go now to the quad where we have some tutors on standby with some words of congratulations and wisdom.
Seniors, I want to wish you a huge congratulations on graduating. I hope that you feel every bit as much pride in your accomplishments and excitement about the future as you would if we were gathered here to celebrate together today. Congratulations, seniors, and best of luck on your next steps.
Hey seniors, congratulations! You all worked so hard to get here and I hope you're proud of yourselves. My one piece of advice, no matter where you are in the world, is to get out and enjoy nature with those you care about the most. Chloe and I want to wish you the best of luck in your next adventures.
To the dear senior members of the Pfoho family, wish you congratulations on your graduation from Harvard College. Today is a day all about celebrating you, your dreams, your successes, your accomplishments, and the bright, bright futures ahead for each of you. And while we can't all be together to celebrate you in person today as you deserve, this should in no way take away from the pride and joy you should be feeling in yourselves on this wonderful day. So congratulations to the Pfoho senior class of 2021.
Well, congratulations, seniors.
Bravo! Good job. What an accomplishment.
We're very proud of all of you. Obviously wish we could all celebrate in person, but thinking of you and sending lots of congrats and warm wishes wherever you are, here at Pfoho or beyond. Maya,
Keep in touch.
Do you want to say anything else?
Congratulations, seniors! Congratulations, Pfoho class of 2021. We're so excited to have been able to have this year with you, and as proud as we are of all of your accomplishments, we're even more proud of the people that you've grown to be.
Yeah, congratulations. You've done amazing things, and we're even more excited to see what you'll all do in the future and how you'll change the world.
Cheers.
Congrats, seniors. 3 years ago, you guys joined the house, and so did we. Through that time, we've become family, and this has become a real home for us. We've even adopted some of you.
So go, be happy, be good, think of us often because we'll think of you.
Seniors, congratulations on graduation. You've done it. College is an important milestone in anyone's life. I hope that over the last 4 years, you've had the opportunity to develop a sense of self, a sense of community, to determine what interests you intellectually, and to build lasting friendships and mentorships. Congratulations, you've done it.
Congratulations, seniors, on your graduation and on all the amazing things you've done over the last 4 years at Harvard and Pfoho.
We're so excited to stay in touch and to see all the amazing things you're going to do next and where your paths might lead you.
One piece of advice, stay in contact with your closest friends, but also your not so closest friends.
Just might end up together.
Hey Pfoho seniors, I want to wish you a big congratulations. You all have worked so hard to get here, and along the way you've built some lifelong friendships. I know that now you're all ready to go out there in the world and make your mark, but I hope you remember that you'll always have a faux home here, and we're going to be so excited to cheer you on and watch you grow and have you visit when you loop back around. Congratulations again and happy graduation. We're celebrating you.
Congratulations, seniors. You made it. You graduated Harvard College, survived 3 semesters of the global pandemic, and hopefully taken your final Zoom class ever. I can't tell you how incredibly proud I am of each and every one of you, how honored I am to have gotten to know so many of you personally. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves for everything that you've accomplished. I hope you all remember that, even though you graduate and you head out into the world to do incredible things, this will always be your home. Here's to you, 2021.
Congratulations, Pfoho seniors. We are so proud of and excited for you. Here is to all of the exciting and scary and new and fun things that are coming next for you all. Don't forget to keep us posted, and congrats again.
Hey Pfoho seniors, congratulations on a remarkable journey through Harvard. You've shown such resilience, especially in this last year, and been an incredible joy to be around. We are so proud of you. I hope that you leave Harvard feeling equipped to take on challenges, take some risks, and feel like you can lead a life of purpose. I hope that you remember that the journey is as important, if not more important, than the destination, and that journey for you is full of learning and development and excitement. And I also hope that you remember that it's okay if the destination changes. We can't wait to hear from you, have you visit, and learn about all the amazing things that you're doing, and we will miss you so much.
Congratulations, Pfoho seniors. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so excited for you, the opportunities that lie ahead of you, and the world that you're about to enter. My one word of wisdom as you enter into this next phase is to continue to be curious. I know this is the end of 4 years at Harvard, but that doesn't mean the learning stops here. There's always opportunities to ask questions, to learn about the people around you and the world around you. So good luck in this next phase.
To the Pfoho class of 2021, congratulations on your graduation. We are so proud of you, and I hope you are proud of yourselves for all the learning and growing that you have done over your past few years. You have inspired those around you, you've overcome so much, and you give others hope for the future ahead. You may not hear us this year, but we are cheering so loudly for you as you celebrate this incredible moment. We are so excited for what is ahead for you. Congratulations again, Pfoho class of 2021.
Here's to you. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
The great polar bear, Ursus Pforzheimicus. She's been in her den.
Hi, I'm Christi. I'm Pfoho Senior Rep.
Hi, I'm Analli. I'm previous HOCO co-chair.
4 years ago today, if you told me we'd be graduating virtually, I honestly wouldn't believe you. But now my mom can show us to all of the neighbors and relatives. Hi, Grandma. For some of us, this day could not come soon enough, and for others, it feels like just yesterday we were moving into the yard as proctors held their signs and screamed at us in the yard. Today and this year will certainly be one to remember. But instead of dwelling on what could have been, let us make the most of what we've had. Freshman year, we made friends in Annenberg, who later became our blockmates sophomore year, and were our best friends that we saw almost every day junior year. And while this past year has certainly thrown us for a loop, there's a silver lining. Wearing sweatpants all day, we rediscovered old hobbies like baking and hiking, and puzzles and card games like Yoki are once again cool. And we still FaceTime those very same friends. And I think the important part to remember after all of this is how much we crave human connection. It's realization that most of us have had. And I'm not just talking about college parties, but it's seeing people in the square, grabbing meals with them in the dining hall, and sharing laughs. As we move forward, it's too hard to answer the question of what's new when you're trying to catch up someone on the past 5 years between now and our next reunion. So instead, go on a walk with friends, grab coffee, pick up the phone and just chat. Continue to see the friends and remember these relationships that you have here at Harvard.
As first years, there's so much for us to learn. I mean, most especially, don't wear your Harvard lanyard in the Annenberg after week 1. Meeting friends in Annenberg and in our classes and in clubs, we created friendships that really defined who we were as Harvard students. They became our future blockmates, our confidants, the people we wanted to see when we no longer wanted to work on our problem sets. And as we became Pfoho sophomores, we strengthened those friendships and formed bonds with new people that were just as special and just as strong, because Pfoho is special. Pfoho is our home. Pfoho is where we could run around in our pajamas because we didn't want to face the exam that was coming in the next week. Pfoho was where Harry Potter and magic and wizardry can transform an open house into a magical experience. It's where tutors walk around with backpacks full of snacks to give us some hope and motivation in being able to write the next 10 pages of our research paper. When COVID hit, our lives changed immensely, and this past year has been immensely difficult. Although not connected physically, we've been connected virtually and spiritually because our hearts and our souls are all connected forever and ever. We had to relearn skills, learn new skills, learn to bake sourdough bread, redefine what fashion could be. Zoom fatigue didn't prevent us from making impromptu Zoom calls or turning check-in chats into 3-hour-long conversations. And it made us really understand how important our time here at Harvard has been and how important we really are to each other. Well, we are defined by the memories that we made here and by the people that we saw, by the fact that Harvard beat Yale at Fenway, by the fact that the CEB had an infamous clam bake event, and of course by March 10th, 2020, which changed everything. And I know I can probably speak for Christi. We really do thank you for making our experience as amazing as it was, allowing us to be a part of your shenanigans, your adventures, the memories that you made here, and hopefully will make in the future. It's really been transformative and, of course, unprecedented.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello seniors, family members and friends, members of the Pfoho community. I'm Monique M.A. Roy, the Alston Burr Resident Dean of Pforzheimer House. Class of 2021, as your Resident Dean, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to read your names today. And it's extra special for me this year because you were the class who joined Pfoho as sophomores the year I did as Resident Dean. We made Pfoho into our home together, and I'm so very proud of all that you've accomplished over the last few years. It has been an incredible journey, and you have handled this last difficult year with grace. I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. Congratulations. Now, I will read each student's name, as well as a line or two about the activities, interests, and memories that have been important to them during their time at Harvard and in Pforzheimer House. Comfort Abua. Comfort served as president of the Green Medicine Initiative and founder of Harvard Undergraduate Partners for Action in Africa. Adelson Aguasbibas Difo. Adelson graduates with honors in computer science and will stay in Cambridge to work at Amazon. He wants to thank his mom, dad, siblings, and family for all of their love and sacrifice. Jordan Aguiar Lukender. Jordan would like to thank his family for being incredibly supportive. He would like to thank Every Day is Arms Day and Interblock Love for the best 4 years. Samantha Tompong Bakesa. Thank you to the family, friends, professors, and everyone who has been a part of this experience. Lisa Patricia Barrows. Lisa enjoyed learning about her passions and will continue to value a sociological lens. She will miss those who supported her along the way, including our building manager, Mario. Leonardo Brito. Leo is graduating with a concentration in economics. Alejandro Budahen Jerez. Alejandro has enjoyed working and traveling throughout Latin America during his years at Harvard. He is grateful to his family for the love and support that made graduating from Harvard possible. Emmanuel Ali'i Kalibo. He loved meeting people of many different backgrounds and passions in the IOP and the IRC. He is grateful to his family, friends, and teachers for their support during this incredible journey. Stephen Casper. Stephen is motivated by beneficial AI research for safer and more human-compatible systems. He is passionate about effective altruism and has been deeply involved with it at Harvard. Hope Frances Sesford. Hope would like to thank the entire Pfoho community for making Harvard her home. She hopes to spend her next 3 years rowing on the British national team. Emily Chan. Emily is graduating with a concentration in computer science and a secondary in statistics. Manuel Tisoc Chavez. Manuel is thankful for the support of his family and friends throughout this journey. This degree is for them. He's known for making videos during his time at Harvard and is pursuing a passion for video creation post-grad. Carla Chavez Espinoza. My time at Harvard has been one of the hardest, but the people I have met have made it all worth it. I want to thank my mom and my sisters who have been unequivocally supportive. Langston Chen. Langston is graduating with a concentration in economics and a secondary in psychology. Yenna Cho. Yenna completed her degree in December 2020. She is graduating with a concentration in history and literature and a secondary in ethnicity, migration, rights. Franklin Richard Sivantos. He'd like to thank his parents, his blockmates, and his Cuban-American Association Familia. He'd also like to clarify that the P at the beginning of his name, Frank, is silent. John Cooper. John would like to thank his parents and brother for all of their support. John will deeply miss the quad dogs. Catherine Cordemanche. At Harvard, Kath was a member of WHRB Harvard Radio, the University Choir, and Harvard College Opera. Next year, Kath will be working as a research assistant at Rockefeller University in New York City. Leo Daddy. Leo thanks his friends and family. Leo will be working at a proprietary trading firm in New York City after graduation. Zeth Dean. Zeth was a member of the varsity wrestling team for 4 years. Zeth wants to thank his parents, Noel and Jill, for everything they have sacrificed for him. Ana Maria Del Mar. Ana Maria loved to dance, perform, direct, and choreograph with the Harvard Ballet Company. After graduation, Ana Maria will work as a paralegal at Simpson, Thacher, and Bartlett in New York. Jessica Davila. On campus, Jessica most enjoyed being a part of the Crimson Dance team and Harvard Ventures. She would like to thank her parents, sisters, family, and friends for their love and support. Aislinn Devlin. Aislinn was a member of the cross-country and track team. She would like to thank her family, friends, professors, and advisors for their support. Jeremy Doman. Jeremy completed his degree in December 2020. He is graduating with a joint concentration in computer science and linguistics. Tanya Dominguez Rangel. Tanya served as president of the undergraduate Mexican student organization, Harvard Radcliffe Raza. Tanya will be pursuing an MFA in visual studies at Pacific Northwest College of Art. William Drew. William will be conducting neuroimaging research at Brigham and Women's Hospital. He hopes to work at the intersection of computer science and medicine in his future career. Jerome Edwards. The highlights of Jerome's 4 years were his friends, his lab research, and Pfoho IMs. He will be headed to Johns Hopkins next year for a PhD in microbiology and immunology. Jessica Shannon Edwards. In the fall, Jessica will be moving close to home to work for Microsoft in Reston, Virginia. She wants to thank God, her parents, friends, and fiance for all of their love and support. Mohammed Ehab El Abta. Mohammed thanks his family, mentors, and professors for their guidance during college. Mohammed is passionate about traveling to new places and soccer. He's the biggest Liverpool fan. Ryan Thomas Feng. Ryan is graduating with a concentration in sociology. Lauren Nicole Ford. She would like to thank her family and her friends for all of the support, and she is looking forward to the next chapter in life. Alexander Frank. This year, Sasha wrote his thesis on the role of selenium deficiency in Alzheimer's disease. Next year, Sasha will be moving to New York to continue his research at Mount Sinai Hospital. Ella Friedrich. A massive thank you to my family who has supported me endlessly and lovingly from across the ocean. And a huge thank you to my US family, the wonderful Mafia, and the Taggards for taking care of me. Haley Gonzalez. Haley thanks Johnny, Sophie, and Casey for being her first friends and greatest role models. She also thanks her parents for every sacrifice they made just so she could be here today. Justin Gonzalez. Justin would like to thank his wife and family for all their love and support throughout the years. He is currently working as a software engineer at Amazon Robotics in Canada. Alexander Green. Alexander enjoyed competing for Harvard's heavyweight rowing and rugby teams and TFing economics. He wishes to thank his professors, advisors, friends, and family for their incredible support. Bella Gu. Bella is graduating with a concentration in mathematics. Franklin Hang. Franklin appreciates being the guinea pig of Keith and Elaine's chocolate-making exploration. Franklin will greatly miss the high teas served by Anne and John on Sundays. Douglas Henze. Douglas has spent his Harvard career playing varsity football. Douglas will still be attending Harvard in the fall to finish up his degree. Jessica Herrera Chaidez. Jessica would like to thank her beloved family and friends for all of the support these last few years. Jessica hopes to continue working towards educational equity while working at Bain. William Waylin Ho. William will be an MD PhD candidate at the University of California, San Francisco. William thanks his mentors and peers for making college such a meaningful experience. Tiajmal Hogue. Tiajmal would like to thank her family for supporting her. Tiajmal is so grateful for Kat, Diego, Kayla, Lisa, Star, John, and Hank for supporting her. Megan Howard. Megan would like to thank her family, friends, and professors for all of their support. She will be moving to New York City after graduation to work at Bridgewater Associates. Belinda Hu. Belinda competed for the Harvard women's golf team and worked for the Office of Sustainability. She'd like to thank her family, blockmates, and friends for making these 4 years so special. Emily Hunter. Emily would like to thank her husband and family for cheering her on these last 4 years. She will be overseeing the construction of her and her husband's first home this summer. Nicole Ianella. She spent almost all waking hours of senior spring working on the yearbook and will finish on June 4th. Nicole doesn't have a job yet, but plans on getting a dog. Olenka Jane. Olenka would like to thank all of the staff, tutors, and deans in Pfoho for their support over the years. Olenka will be headed to Princeton to continue doing research in biophysics. Justin Cashhook. Justin loved spending time in the outdoors as part of the Harvard Outing Club. Justin is so grateful for all of his amazing friends. Caroline Kardish. Caroline is grateful for her roommates, Leah, Madeline, and Robert, for their love and support. Caroline will be moving to Colorado to pursue a career in healthcare. Ethan Kim. Ethan is graduating with a concentration in statistics and a secondary in computer science. Abigail Jade Kerner. Abigail would like to thank family, friends, colleagues, and coaches for their endless support. Julia Kosamatoglu. Julia is grateful for her parents, professors, and friends for their unwavering support and love. After graduation, she will be moving to New York City with her Pfoho roommate Emily to work at Citibank. Allison Grace Lee. Being involved in the Harvard Crimson and the women's lightweight rowing team shaped her college experience. She thanks her parents, friends, and advisors for their support throughout the past 4 years. Kayla Lee. Kayla dedicates this moment to her family, her mom, her dad, her sister Chloe, and her brother Caleb. She sends much love to her wonderful friends, Tiajmal, Star, Kat, Lisa, Hank, Diego, and John. Christi Lee. Christi loved planning events with her pre-professional clubs and served as HOCO social co-chair. Following her love for food, she'll be moving to Miami to work for Restaurant Brands International. Lisette Leon. Lisette is proud of being one of the founders of FIRE, a program for first-gen low-income students. She thanks her parents and siblings for setting a good example by centering their values in their lives. Andrew Lim. Andrew's most defining experiences came from being a part of the Christian Impact community. He will be working in the Singapore government after graduation. Jesus Eduardo Lino. Jesus wants to give a big thank you to his friends and family members. Jesus will be teaching and earning his master's degree through the Harvard Teacher Fellows Program. Sarah Catarina Lucioni. After graduation, Sarah will be headed to the Bay Area to work as a software engineer. She would like to thank her friends and family for their continued encouragement and support. Francesca Rose Malatesta. Francesca was the proud editor-in-chief of the 60th edition of Let's Go Europe. Francesca thanks her friends, family, and incredible blockmates for an unforgettable 4 years. Ethan Mannanen. Ethan is grateful for the love and support of his friends and family. Ethan found his community in the Earth and Planetary Sciences Department. Albert Mao. Albert is graduating with a concentration in statistics. Cassandra Joanne Mirando. Cassie will be going into public service after graduation. Cassie would like to thank her friends and family for their support these last 4 years. Araceli Marcial. She thanks her friends and family for all their support. She will miss Pfoho and Porter Square a lot. Matthew Mardo. Matthew's most defining experiences have been his research projects on translational neuroscience. Matthew will be conducting research at the Broad Institute and will be applying to medical school in the future. Malia Marks. She has treasured the unwavering support of her mother, her friends, and her many mentors. Her next big adventure will be a Master of Philosophy in Criminological Research at the University of Cambridge. Fatumata Mbai. Fatima was assistant to the building manager and loved getting to see what everyone ordered. Fatima would like to thank her friends, her family, and the second floor of the D Hall. Elizabeth McCord. Lizzie served with PBHA youth programs both during the school year and summer for all 4 years. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Rebecca, Stop, Block, and Roll, and the rest of the Pfohomies for everything. Jasmine Elizabeth McCoy. Jasmine McCoy is proud to have been an active part of house life while balancing extracurriculars. She plans on becoming an orthopedic surgeon and believes to whom much is given, much is required. Mark Theodore Meneses. Mark would like to thank the Pfoho staff for making his time memorable. Mark would like to thank his mom, siblings, the Hibblers, and the Mafia for these 4 years. Zachary Miller. Zach is graduating with a concentration in applied mathematics. Diego Navarrete Castañeda. Diego has dedicated his time at Harvard advocating for undocumented students. Thank you to my parents and family por su amor y gran apoyo. Michelle Onyekaba. It has been a fun and interesting 4 years. Michelle would like to thank her family, friends, and mentors over the years. Sean Park. Sean is graduating with a concentration in computer science. Maura Rosie Poling. Rosie enjoyed annoying Congress with Partners in Health Engage and rowing on the Charles with RVH. She is grateful for her family, teammates, the Mafia, and the Pfoho community for their support. Amol Punjabi. Amol completed his degree in December 2020. He graduated with a concentration in mathematics. Caleb Ren. Caleb will be in Beijing as a Schwarzman Scholar studying education technology in China. He thanks his family, blockmates, friends, and professors for helping him through the last 4 years. Star Huffman Ree. Star will be pursuing her passion for educational justice as a teacher after graduation. Star wants to recognize her family and blockmates who supported her throughout her time at Harvard. Allegra Rollo. Allegra is passionate about bridging the gap between industry and academia. Allegra will be working in Princeton at an oncology think tank before heading to graduate school. Matthew Rossi. Matthew wrote his honors thesis on congressional responses to sexual violence. Matthew will be pursuing his master's in anthropology at the University of Chicago. Matilda Salin. Matilda is very proud to have been a part of the Harvard women's basketball team for 4 years. After graduation, she wants to pursue a career within public health policy. Joseph Sanchez. Joseph is excited to be doing hardware engineering at a startup in Somerville. He couldn't have made it here without his blockmates and Pfoho friends. John Robertson Schaefer. John is excited to graduate for real this fall and pursue a career studying carnivorous plants. He is especially grateful to his family for their love and support. Owen Schaefer. Owen will soon be moving to New York to begin work as an exotic derivatives trader for Goldman Sachs. He would like to thank everyone who helped him succeed, especially his phenomenal blockmates. Jack Schroeder. Jack is most proud of leading the Harvard Curling Club and the Harvard Sports Analysis Collective. Jack wants to thank his parents and his 5 siblings, Kelsey, Caitlin, Billy, Mary, Margaret, and Grace. Anna Victoria Kowalchuk Forte Servin. Anna Victoria enjoyed serving the college as an EMT and CPR instructor for 3 years. She is thankful for her parents, family, mentors, and all who have supported her in this journey. Margot Shang. Margot's time at Harvard was defined by the philosophy department, Pfoho, and the Crimson. Margot wants to thank her professors, advisors, friends, and family for their unwavering support. Shuan Shao. Mike likes to play pool with his blockmates in Holmes' common room. Mike led the organization of Harvard College China Forum. Henry Reuben Sparks. Hank is hoping to work in politics and public service after graduating. He is grateful for the support of his family throughout his college experience. Zach Steigerwald Schnall. Zach was involved with the Harvard Debate Council, the IOP, and off-campus organizing. In the fall, Zach will head to graduate school to study environmental policy and administrative law. Lisa Terch. Member of the Harvard track and cross-country team and happy member of the Pfoho community. Thank you to all of the friends and my family for always being there when I needed them. Vivian Tien. My sincerest thanks to my family, friends, and instructors for their invaluable support and guidance these past years. Analli Siklali Torres. Analli was on the Honor Council, the Community Council, Pfoho's HOCO, and the Pfoho Grape Team. Analli would like to thank her family and PfSenior, the D Hall, and the Mafia. Alyssa Truong. Thank you, Caleb and Cece, for letting me name our blocking group after my craving for Pringles. I'd also like to thank my family and friends for all their support through these years. Brennan Vavasser. Brennan completed his degree in December 2020. He graduated with a concentration in economics. Kate Lohman Wallace. Studying history with a citation in French, Kate hopes to pursue work in environmental policy. At Harvard, Kate was part of Radcliffe Crew, Fig Magazine, Fleur de Lis, and the Tempest History Journal. Clifton Wang. After graduation, Cliff will become a hardcore surfer boy while pursuing his PhD in California. Shout out to the Pfoho homies, John, Makinde, Zach, Leo, Malia, Alyssa, Mark, Casper, and Nicole. Emily Wong. Emily spent much of her time at Harvard on the Charles River as a devoted member of varsity sailing. She will be moving to New York City after graduation to work at Bank of America. Liam Lonergan Watrous. Liam enjoyed spending his 4 years being a member of the squash team and the Canadian club. Liam would like to thank his coaches, friends, and family for their unwavering support. Annalicia Sorrel Zdenka Watley. Annalicia has spent many mornings at Harvard rowing on the Charles River. Annalicia would like to thank her family, friends, and mentors for making the past 4 years special. Sienna Abigail Rose Williams. She will be heading to Newport Beach after graduation to work for PIMCO. Thank you to my family, blockmates, and all of the friends I made along the way. Galila Wole. Thank you to my family for being my source of support. I'm excited for what the future has to hold. Lawson Wong. Lawson is graduating with a concentration in economics. Michelle Zhang. After graduation, Michelle will be sticking around Boston and working at Simon Kucher and Partners. She's grateful for her family and friends and the memories she's made during her 4 years of college. Justin Zhu. He would like to thank everybody he's met in Pforzheimer House for shaping his growth all this time. He is grateful for the life made possible these past 4 years and the life that has just begun. Maxwell Lu Zhu. Maxwell discovered his passion for space and will be working in DC on space policy after graduation. He is very thankful for friends, tutors, and faculty who have helped him along his journey. Class of 2021, congratulations.
Oh, hello. Wasn't that great? Well, having now had a chance to celebrate our seniors individually, now we're going to go into a Zoom reception where we can celebrate together. You should have the instructions for how to join that celebration in your invitation, and we'll see you there.